begin to have a strategic plan that the employees understand, then you can begin to show them what their role is in it. And you can take a customer experience and you can actually define what the customer experience is. What I showed when David put up that chart, number one, think out of the box. That output is in fact your product. And if you begin to look at that output as a product, let's say I was making widgets. The widgets represent the yellow in that box, but the product the company really is making is a total output which ties in all the touch points that the customer has with the company. And once you define those, then you start to go to the employees and you say, what can we do in our roles within our businesses that will affect the output?
Right.
And that's how it starts, because now you're talking about something that's not inside the company, so the employees aren't intimidated by, oh, they're going to measure me. What the employees are doing is together they're saying, how can we affect this part of the output which is going to enhance the customer experience? And once that customer experience is defined and enhanced, that becomes sales marketing tool to penetrate a market.
So what you really have to do, I think, is what you're saying, is show the employees how they're really going to win.
Yeah.
And when you can show them that, they'll buy into this thing, right?
Yeah, the winning for there's two ways the employees win. Number one is Maslow's hierarchy of needs. An employee wants to feel safe. An employee wants to feel like they're part of the organization.
Right.
The employee wants to feel like they're being listened to. And so if you give the employee that power, which means that the president and management team have to give up some of their power to empower their employees. And that's not something that happens digitally. It happens over a period of time. But once the employees understand that they're being recognized and listened to, that's one of the big things that gives them self-satisfaction. On the other hand is the financial end. And although Maslow will say money is not a prime motivator, it can be a demotivator. If you have an efficient operation, and I'm the president of the company and you're one of the employees, if we can become efficient so that our sales per employee and our profit per employee goes up, that gives me, the president of the company, the funds to be able to reward employees with bonuses and things like that. So the efficiency, now employees tend to get nervous because they say, well, boy, if we're going to be efficient, someone's going to lose their job. I've been in Washington 3 of the last 4 years to the Malcolm Baldrige Award. And that question came up every time, and every president answered it the same way. We told our employees that as long as they're on the bus and they follow the efficiency program that we're putting together, no one will lose their job. And the reason for that is that as long as no one is going to lose their job and there's no fear of that, then the employees start to get involved because they're not afraid of losing their job. And as the customer experience improves, then it's up to sales to sell that advantage and not add employees. So if you have 100 employees in your company and you're doing 10 million in sales, you go to 12 million in sales, you don't add any employees, your profit per employee goes up, your sales per employee goes up, and that gives the president the funds to be able to pay his employees.
Because that's where the raises come from.
Well, where else is it going to come? They can't raise prices and they can't beat up their suppliers anymore. So it's got to come from
That's exactly the point. You want to raise, first of all, you want the security of having a job. You've got a company that you're making more and more profitable every day, and you've got an opportunity to make more and more money.
And then the employees realize that because they see the dashboard.
So they know what's going on real time.
They know what's going on in real time.
And what they have to do to have a very positive effect on, let's call it the bottom line, because that's what it is.
There's another thing that happens too when you have an empowered workforce. The stress level in the company drops dramatically.
That's nice.
Precipitously. Because now there's no stress. When you have an efficient organization, then that means that you don't have customers calling in all the time and all that, so it all goes together.
Larry, we never have
that
enough
went by
time.
fast.
It goes by very quickly.
Cliff,
thank you so much for
much
coming on the show tonight. We've just touched on the subject of measurement, but I think we touched on it very well. So thanks again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Larry.
Thanks, Bill.
And thank you for watching the Fox Robbins Business Show and listening to the thoughts and comments of Larry Girouard. And you can always comment to us at foxrobbins@gmail.com. Also, we have past episodes of the Fox Robbins Show is on capemedia.org, I believe.
Yes.
That would be good. And you guys, we want to see you next time. Thank you for watching.